There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you. We can build a toy factory for them. So even at this age, they can be very wealthy people. But because we are in Nigeria, that is why, despite all these creative talent and invention, they remain very poor. We all are poor.
What happens if Nnamdi Kanu walks free tomorrow? Would Nigeria remain the same, or would the political balance in the southeast shift overnight? Stay with me, because by the end of this analysis, you'll understand why the reaction to his release could matter more than the release itself. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has remained one of the most polarizing political figures in Nigeria. His legal battles have drawn national and international attention, with supporters framing his detention as political, while critics argue it is a matter of state security and law. If he were to walk free tomorrow, whether through court ruling, political agreement, or legal technicality, the immediate impact would be dramatic. Celebrations in parts of the southeast, heightened security awareness in other regions, national headlines dominating every conversation. But that would only be the surface. The deeper issue is precedent. A release would instantly change the legal and political tone surrounding separatist rhetoric in Nigeria. Supporters would see validation. Critics would question implications for national unity. And beyond emotion, political actors in the southeast would be forced to reposition. Some may call for reconciliation. Others could interpret it as renewed momentum for self-determination discussions. But the most critical factor would not be Kanu's freedom itself. It would be the federal government's response. Would it frame the release as closure and dialogue, or would it double down on authority and surveillance? But here's what most people are missing. The real power shift would happen in perception, not policy. Political movements thrive on symbolism, and few symbols are as powerful as detention followed by release. If handled strategically, a release could open controlled dialogue channels between regional stakeholders and Abuja. It could reduce tension, calm street-level agitation, and reposition federal authority as confident rather than reactive. But mishandled messaging could trigger the opposite. This would not just be a legal outcome, it would be a signal. A signal about how dissent is managed in Nigeria. A signal to other high-profile political actors calculating their own leverage. Power dynamics would quietly shift. Governors in the southeast would need to redefine their tone. Security agencies would recalibrate posture. Diaspora advocacy networks would amplify narratives globally. And here is the strategic core. Moments like this test institutional maturity. If institutions respond calmly, the system appears stable. If responses appear defensive or fragmented, uncertainty grows. The release itself is an event. The reaction is the strategy. So here's the direct question. If Nnamdi Kanu walks free, does Nigeria enter a calmer chapter or a more unpredictable one? Would this reduce long-standing tension or redefine the political conversation entirely? Drop your thoughts below. Let's analyze this without emotion, only strategy.